Hey, what's up, guys? This is Akira, and today we're going to be going over a topic that seems to be really important in the Apex community right now. And that is if the Alternator with the new hop up is actually OP or not. And this is all over Facebook, this is all over Reddit, there's memes about this, and today we're going to discuss, at least my personal opinions on what I think about the weapon, and if it actually is OP or not. And of course, some of you may disagree with this, and this is fine, but this is just something that I wanted to go over and just give you guys my opinion on. So to get things out of the way, I do think that the Alternator is probably the best gun in the game, especially when it comes to close quarters. There's not really much that can beat it, except maybe a Peacekeeper that hits every single shot. But even then, there are times where you're going to go up against an Alternator with a hop up with a Peacekeeper, and even though you hit every single shot, you're probably not always going to win. And this gun is honestly just that good. But is it OP though? I don't know. I feel like that's a different question. And I feel like that's something that maybe people might just be assuming right now because the game just came out and maybe you haven't learned ways around it. So straight up to the point, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I do not think it's OP. I don't have too much fun using the weapon though, because it is a really fucking good gun, no matter which range you use it at. If you do use it at a certain range, you do have to lead it a bit, and I'm gonna talk about that right now. But for the most part, it's pretty much easy mode. But I don't think it's OP, however. I just think it's really, really good. It's kind of like the Wingman, okay? So if you want to take into consideration, maybe like another example, the Wingman was considered OP by a lot of people, but to be honest, you really had to like know how to aim in order to make the Wingman good. If somebody that wasn't good at aiming at the Wingman, you weren't gonna do much with it, no matter how much damage it does, like off the bat, you know. And I feel like a lot of people are just saying that this is OP because the season just came out and people don't really know how to deal with it. But I feel like the more that we play, the more the gun's gonna become not as powerful. Because honestly, it does destroy shields and it destroys health, and it'll just shit on you if you're close up to it. But if you're kind of farther from it, it's kind of hard to lead the shots, to be honest. Sometimes I shoot clips and I miss almost every shot because they're just really far and the bullets don't go as fast as other guns. So there is kind of a downside to it, and there is kind of a learning curve. Now it's not anywhere close to the Wingman. The Wingman had a pretty big learning curve, compared to the Alternator, but it is kind of there. Now I'm not gonna pretend that using this gun is okay either. It is kind of a nasty gun to use. It's pretty sweaty. But I mean, if you're fine with using it, if you can use it morally and be okay with it with yourself, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna blame you for it because you want to win, obviously. But yeah, it is kind of a cheap gun to use. I am gonna say that it is not. It's kind of like I don't. Let me see what other games. It's kind of like I don't know if any of you play Gears of War, but back in Gears of War 3, there used to be the Retro Lancer, which was a gun that was just way too fucking good for its own good, and people hated it, and it was looked down upon, but people still used it because it was in the game, and that was their excuse. So if you can have that kind of mentality, then I do understand why you would use it. You just gotta like forgive yourself for using it, I guess. But also with the new rank system in there, I feel like people are gonna be using guns that are good either way, and they're not gonna feel too ashamed about it because it is ranked, and they are doing this for ranked points. So I do understand why people are gonna keep on using it, but I do not think it's OP. I just think it's really good. Honestly, maybe without the nerf, that it got nerfed right when it came out, pretty much. So I feel like maybe then it was OP, maybe too OP. Maybe that's what they nerfed it. But even then, I wouldn't be surprised if they nerfed it again because honestly, a lot of people are complaining about it. I mean, when there's memes about how good a gun is, then it's gonna get nerfed. Most likely, they're most likely gonna do something else to it, not just what currently happened to it. But yeah, those are my current thoughts. I just wanted to make a quick video on this subject because I know it's a big thing right now. Anyways, I wanted to make a gun review, but I'm not sure which one y'all want. So make sure to comment if you guys want a certain gun to be reviewed, or a certain topic at all, and I'll review it. And if not, I'll just, I don't know. I'll make a review about a certain gun, maybe one of my favorite guns. I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say. Just make a quick video on this subject. I don't think it's OP, but it is a pretty cheap gun to use. And do I hope it gets nerfed? Yeah, a small nerf, not a big nerf. I don't want the gun to be useless because the Alternator was pretty useless beforehand. But maybe just a little damage nerf because it does shred through people a little bit too fast. But if they didn't nerf it, I'll be fine. Just learn to play against it. Don't get close to people with Alternators, people. I know it makes the game kind of annoying, but I mean, you gotta adapt. And if maybe Spawn, changes this or not, I don't know. It's up to them. So it's up for them to decide in the long run. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a comment below if you have a topic that you want me to cover. If not, I will come up with something that I want to cover, or maybe another guide, or who knows. We have a lot of possibilities. All right, guys. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. Make good choices, and I will see you all in the next one, guys. Take it easy.